compared yourself to God.
Oh my God. Bro, he is like, he is, that's creepy unk. Okay, now I'm seeing what Chatters was saying about like it gets worse. What? It still gets worse?
Gandhi saying, I am like Gandhi, I think like Gandhi, I act like Gandhi, I want to be like Gandhi. How exactly are you like Gandhi?
There were moments when he was like me, perfectly imperfect, but he was dedicated. And I think his life was cut short. And when you go to India, you'll see his footprints are in the concrete. It is my job is to continue that journey so that bullet did not destroy that journey.
From India to New York City.
Yes.
Favorite Gandhi quote?
I don't have a favorite quote from Gandhi.
You said, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I feel like giving myself the finger. Is this one of those days?
Not at all. Not at all.
How do you think this went?
My conversation with
Yeah.
you? Listen, when I first stopped you, we spoke on the street and you had that nice dog. That's what got me. I love dogs.
You love dogs?
Yes.
Do you have a dog?
No, I want one so bad. I'm going to get one as soon as I finish office. I couldn't spend time with the dog. You know, a dog needs time. And look how you were holding your dog. Your dog loved you. Now, did you see how your dog responded to me? Because dogs can tell.
And what do you think my dog thought of you?
Your dog adored me. Come on, tell the truth.
Okay.
There's no way you didn't go home and your dog did not give you that look and say, I want to see Eric again. Stop, don't even try that. Your dog loved me and we got a picture to prove it.
Yes, and we're going to show that picture in this interview. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. I am gobsmacked by your brilliance.
She has a chow chow.
When you shake hands with people, do you instinctively look for a $100 bill ever?
I look for the firmness of their hand and do they make eye contact with me to see how sincere they are about greeting and meeting.
Greeting and meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, what I appreciate about you is that everything you say is so memorable. Like you are like a modern day Sophocles.
You know, I don't think people realize what's in a person's eyes.
Oh, gosh. Any last word?
Go back to that for a
Oh,
minute,
my
though.
goodness. I just don't want you to hit on me or something that makes me uncomfortable. What were you saying?
And you know what's interesting is that whenever a male gives an authentic conversation, it's automatic hitting on you. I'm not hitting on you. I'm interacting with you. Okay. You have some good energy.
That's awesome as well. Bro came in like the cops, dude. That's crazy.
And you know that.
Okay.
So why can't you appreciate me telling you that?
Thank you, Mayor.
And history's going to be kind to me. You took time to dress up to look nice. Think, bald-headed. And you know what's interesting is that whenever a male gives an authentic conversation, is automatic hitting on you. I'm not hitting on you. I'm interacting with you. Okay. You have some good.
That's crazy. He is hitting all of the uncharisma. Oh my God, he's getting worse.
Energy, and you know that.
Okay.
So why can't you appreciate me telling you?
Why can't, bro? Okay. The one. This is like one step below, why don't you smile more? Or actually, you know what? This is probably the same level. This is the why don't you smile more, sugar tits? That's crazy. It might be worse, actually. Why don't you appreciate the way I'm talking about your body?
That.
Thank you, Mayor.
And history's going to be kind to me. You took time to dress up to look nice. Think, bald-headed men got it going on. That beautiful outfit you have on, do a single malt scotch and a cigar. I'm not trying to hook up with her. She's out hooking up with me.
This is American history.
And not the budge that others was talk about. When I get out of the shower and take a look at myself and my six packs and the firmness of my body, I'm living the 65 life. Before you eat a meal, you see the meal.
Thank you, Mayor. And you know that we've met before. We met at Zero Bond like 4 years ago. But
Did
you,
we?
you don't remember.
No, I don't.
You were looking at me like this.
I interact with a lot of people all day, every day.
Okay.
God.
I need a job, so hook me up. Do you have any last words for Zorn Mondani's New York?
This is New York. It's not Cuba. It's not China. It is
Wait. Wait, has he ever said, New York is the Beijing of America? It's the Shanghai of America. It's the Havana of America.
the center of capitalism, not socialism. Can't take it backwards. We've made too much success. Got to move forward.
Got it. Marry, F, kill, communism, socialism, capitalism.
I would marry capitalism,
Okay.
Israel, socialism.
I'm sorry, what? He said he would marry capitalism, Israel? He just thought about marriage and was like, oh, Israel. Like, I love Israel.
Marry capitalism,
Okay.
Israel, socialism, and communism. I would kick to the curb.
Here's a list of things that you love. Marry,
Wait, so he's saying he would fuck Israel? What? Because he didn't say who he would fuck.
F, kill, and the black community, NYPD, Israel.
I would marry, and love all three of them,
Okay.
and I would add on to them Ghana,
Okay.
Senegal,
Hey.
Nigeria,
Shout out.
South
Now, wow.
Africa.
Okay.
Exactly. I love them all. Love is love, and I've shown it to all those communities.
But not China or Cuba.
Love is love. Thank you so much, Mayor Adams.
Thank
It's been a
you.
pleasure chatting with you.
Yeah, bro, he is Mr. Polycule. He's Mr. fucking Polycule, brother. He's doing the... He... Even when he is loving, even when he's marrying or loving countries, he's got to be multiple.
Look, he's got the money in the bag.
Bye. We'll see you on YouTube. He didn't take a book.
Good Lord.
He hates rap.
So he and I have something in common, and I love dogs.
Oh, how beautiful. I love that.
Yes. They tell me you're a big time influencer.
Yes, an influencer. Sure, yeah, I'm an interviewer who would love to have a chance to talk to
Let's do that.
you. I love that.
The team is going to make it happen.
Okay, perfect.
And so here is a dog that's just like me. We hate rats.
Hey, guys.
And we're going to make sure they're packing.
Exactly, and we love trash bins.
Okay, love it.
He wants to be here.
Oh,
Perfect.
man. Real
Nice to
pleasure.
meet you.
Good to see
Yes.
you, okay?
Z-Way, what's your opinion on the mayor?
What an icon. Now, as an ally, can you tell people to like and subscribe and follow big time influencer Z-Way to camera?
Like, subscribe, and follow big time influences.
Z-Way.
Z-Way.
When you say you believe that
That's crazy, man. George Santos, Eric Adams podcast title, Not Guilty. Oh, that's a banger. Oh my God. Eric Adams has more charisma, I think, than George Santos, though. I'll be honest. Like, I genuinely think that he is a force. He is the goated Yeah, Candace Owens jump scare. I know. This is another thing that I wanted to cover. We're moving on to Candace Owens now. Candace Owens on Charlie Kirk's death. I'll be honest with you guys. Something that, this is anecdotal, but something that a lot of fucking people are absolutely freaking out about in the media side and the politician side is exactly how much motion Candace Owens has. Like people cannot believe how she basically single-handedly dismantled the administration's attempts to just like have a singular focus on how Trantifa was responsible for Charlie Kirk's murder. Is pretty crazy. And I also can't believe how much people just like leaned into whatever the fuck she was cooking up. Why are people scared of her? Literally, what's she doing? I mean, she's pretty insane. I think what a lot of these guys on the independent side that are like really popping off have in common is that they just always have like truly insane points of view. Truly insane points of view. Like she believes in basically alien style conspiracies in many respects. Yeah, I'm not talking about like the fucking anti-Semitism. Like that stuff obviously is commonplace at this point in the independent right-wing circles. But I mean like Tucker Carlson, for example, thinks that like there is he's been haunted by spirits, right? And Candace Owens also has like weird kooky ass takes like that, which she even will like add into the Charlie Kirk stuff was because remember one of her arguments was that that there was like a tunnel system underneath where they opened up a pocket and like shot Charlie Kirk from the ground. But yeah, she single-handedly made so many people believe that Israel assassinated Charlie Kirk, and it's pretty wild. She says we're moving through the top 10 all year, but I woke up this morning from the news of Podscribe that we are the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you, Kanye, for creating the song Power, which reminds me daily that nothing is possible without the consistent screams of haters. I feel like there's motherfuckers in this chat who even believe it, which is crazy.
When you say you believe that Charlie Kirk was betrayed by someone close to him, what do you mean?
I think that in the coming weeks, there's going to be a lot of financial reports that are coming out. And I, first and foremost, do not believe that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. I want to be very clear on that. Whether he was involved, I think the answer is yes. I think that's obvious. And
your basis for saying he didn't act alone is what?
I wonder if I was named #1 anti-Semite of the year, as opposed to Candace Owens, if I would become the #1 podcast. Something to think about.
Maybe the weird Fed messages that.
No, you would not. You are left wing. Okay, guys, what if I went right wing? Okay, How about that?
Were concocted out of thin air that had no timestamp and were written like they were speaking in 1822, among other things. Their lack of an ability to answer any basic questions about what took place.
But do you have any proof that the messages were made up? Because that would be easily proven.
Yeah, but they didn't put timestamps on them, and Discord came out and said
Wait, what? No, that's not. No, I initially was suspicious on the messages too, but low key, that is kind of how Tyler Robinson does speak. And I don't know if it was like a Mormon thing. Having said that, there were no timestamps because you didn't see the OG messages. You saw the media cover the messages. Candace Owens has positioned herself as sort of a citizen investigator of Charlie Kirk's murder, yet she's completely flummoxed by a basic fact of the case here.
They didn't exist.
This was supposedly text messages, not Discord messages. It's my understanding from the indictment.
Yeah, it's true. It's text messages, not Discord messages.
I actually did not read that they were text messages.
The indictment calls them text messages.
What would it be like the feds are like on a computer, like typing it out back and
That's
forth?
exactly what it is. The feds made up the text messages.
But you don't have anyone from like the FBI telling you that, or law
I have
enforcement?
leaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has anyone leaked to you?
And
that-
Tyler Robinson
But has anyone said to you, even off the record,
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, we faked these?
I have very strong sources everywhere on both sides.
Well, I look forward to seeing the evidence of that.
Sure. Because when we keep talking about evidence, it's like, who's going to present that evidence? Like the mainstream media? Like who?
It does suck that this investigation and immediate response from Netanyahu are both weird as fuck. Yes. I'll tell you what, Israel didn't do itself any favors with that. That was pretty crazy. It was pretty alarming that Benjamin Netanyahu, the least likable, most demon-like man, thought that he could just go on camera and be like, I did not kill Charlie Kirk. Twice. Not once, but twice. It was weird as fuck. Probably would have been better if he didn't say nothing. But he thought, this'll do all right. This'll be good. This will quiet down the rumors, he thought. It did not. It made it worse. I never was on the, Israel killed Charlie Kirk camp, but goddamn, dude. Goddamn. He made it hard. He made it hard for me. And I say this as someone who's like, he said rip literally right as it happened. That was also crazy. Motherfucker was so tuned in. He said, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. It was like him and Donald Trump saying it at the same fucking time. What are we doing? You're on a whole ass different time zone. On the other side of the fucking planet. I get it, brother. You got 25K people watching you. We're all concerned that this could happen again to people we care about. No, I think like first of all, do I think that Israel is above doing a high-profile assassination on U.S. soil? Fuck no. Okay? 100%. Of course they would do it. Okay? Maybe they have. But there is no, the whole idea revolves around Charlie Kirk actually Charlie Kirk was about to turn on Israel publicly. That is bullshit. That's just straight up bullshit. I don't believe that. Erica Kirk moved more sus than BB. Erica was moving sus too. True. But yeah, this all hinges on Charlie Kirk being woke on Israel and it's fucking bullshit. Or even more bullshit than that, this all hinges on Charlie Kirk publicly disavowing Trump and Trump's position on Israel. That was never happening. Okay? That was just never happening. He met Erica Kirk in Israel. He met Erica Kirk on his way to Israel. I'm too close to it as well, as far as I was literally about to debate him on the issue of Israel. So 2 weeks prior to his assassination. So I know what his opinions on Israel are. I was, following it closely. There was 0% chance he was turning on Israel. That was not happening.
Who are you expecting to come
Yes, that would be a hot
out?
story.
No, it wouldn't be.
It would be.
It wouldn't be.
If the FBI, if I had a source telling me, if I had proof that the FBI faked those messages, that would be an enormous story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about the text where he said he had no choice but to leave the pro-Israel position? No, he didn't say that. He said that he was fucking annoyed with a lot of the conservative Jewish donors on Turning Point USA because they were constantly yelling at him and calling him a fucking anti-Semite, even though he had been a diehard supporter of Israel his whole fucking career, only because he was desperately trying to merge Tucker Carlson and his contingency back into the MAGA movement when they were falling out of favor with Israel, and that he was trying to keep a big tent going. That's why Charlie Kirk got killed, okay? Because he wanted a big tent. That's what happens to people who try to do coalition building. Okay? No, but like actually, that is what he was trying to do. He was trying to, you know, not hemorrhage all of his fucking followers to the Groypers. And he was trying to figure out the best possible way of, you know, trying to get like Israel skeptic or anti-Semitic people and anti-Israel people back into the MAGA movement, right? And he was constantly being hounded by the Groypers, non-fucking stop. But the idea that he was actually going to turn on Israel is silly because he was never going to turn on Trump. And the example I used is Jeffrey Epstein. He had been a big Jeffrey Epstein booster, talked about it quite a bit, right? Someone should ban you from existence as chicken tender enjoyer. Wait, why? Wait, that chatter has been in here before, right? That's not a new chatter. What's good, King? Hello. How we doing? Oh, God.
Excited?
Yeah, I'm stoked. You say you're going to need another vacation after this one? Is that what you said?
Hell yeah.
Wait, why? Because it's going to be work?
Traveling so much, dude. We are filming so much.
Brother, you telling me that. I was in multiple places this past week.
Man, this is where I'm in for a lot of work this trip.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, chicken tender enjoyer is a first time chatter. This is a username that I feel like I've seen before, but I guess you're right.
Kind of feel like we live in a post-Epstein world and we know how stories get shut down. And
Is there more?
they is a word, so like I don't need to always like say they.
Is there more? I need to see more of this fucking interview. I've heard I wish Charlie survived just so we could watch you two agree for an hour. It would have been so wholesome and healing. Yeah, on Israel, yeah, he was gonna be a committed anti-Zionist. And actually shit on Trump too. He's gonna be like, yeah, Donald Trump is this full 25-minute interview on CNN? What? I don't have it. I can't watch it, unfortunately, for now.
Like it's just a weird. It's like this is one of these psychology tactics where you're like, who is they? Who is they? And it's like
Because it sounds like you're saying Jews.
does the word they mean Jews?
When you're talking about Jews, yes.
But if I'm not talking about Jews, then they doesn't mean Jews. When I say they want us to believe this or they want us to believe that, and you hear Jews, that's your own derangement, right? If I want to say something about Jews, I'll say it. If I want to say something about Israel, I will say it. If I want to, just like when I want to say something about black people, I'll say it. When I was saying during BLM, they want us to believe, nobody said, do you mean Jews? And so again, it's one of these trash tactics to make people fearful to speak. If I want to say Jews, I will say Jews. I don't fear saying Jews. When I say Zionists run the media.
Wait, what do you mean? When you say BLM and they, yeah, you mean like BLM supporters, but yeah, if you're talking about Jews and you say they, yeah, you mean the they means Jews. Like what? Yeah, when she says like, oh, they want us to believe BLM is, popping or whatever, she might mean black people or she might mean the Democrats. But yeah, you could totally say they when you're talking about Jews. It's just entirely dependent on what she was saying.
Yeah, I mean.
But the difference is like she is genuinely anti-Israel as well as being genuinely anti-Semitic. So the lines do get blurred. That's true. The lines do get blurred. So I think one of the worst things you can do if you are actually invested in identifying someone's anti-Semitic tendencies is to bring the conversation back to Israel. Because you are always, a lot of people in the media don't understand this. But if you actually refer to Zionists or to Israel, and then you yourself actually slam Jews in there, you're actually doing a disservice because it goes back to the same conflation that I was talking about earlier. And this is a big part of the problem with the media where like I think she uses ZOG, right? Zionist Occupied Government, which is anti-Semitic. It's like David Duke, right? David Duke said that. But if you were to ask the average person, or in general, like if you were to say like, well, don't you believe that like a lot of people in the American government, regardless of their background or religious beliefs, are genuinely invested in Israel, are firm and committed Zionists? It's true, they are. So that is the most nefarious part about anti-Semitic white supremacist conspiracies, is that the parts that are actually couched in real truths, they must be dealt with delicately. The reason why I say that is because if you don't handle that delicately, like you're going to lose the argument. You're going to actually make other people also lean in to the anti-Semitic conspiracy. You're going to verify the anti-Semitic conspiracy. In a way, it's not dissimilar to like when Zoran says the boots on your neck of the NYPD were laced by the IDF. When he's talking about that, he's talking about the fact that the IDF has trained the NYPD, that the NYPD has a liaison office in Kfar Saba. And when people turn around and say, oh, that's anti-Semitic, why do you say that? That doesn't make people go, oh shit, that's anti-Semitic. Let me not say that. That makes people go, why the fuck are you saying that's anti-Semitic? It's the truth. It makes people actually, it has the reverse effect. And that's what the problem is with a lot of the media, where they cannot contend with a world where most people don't fuck with Israel, and they're still operating with the old guard methods, right? Like they're operating with the old guard mentality where it's like, oh, you say something is anti-Semitic, everybody shuts the fuck up. You say, if someone is being critical of anti-Semitism, or someone is being critical of Israel and you say it's anti-Semitism, they shut up. Okay? But now, because nobody fucks with Israel anymore, and Israel's approval rating is in the fucking gutter and only getting worse, when you say something is anti-Semitic, and it's like something that people can observe, it's like observable reality, it makes people go, okay, then I guess anti-Semitism is fucking bullshit, or okay, I guess I am anti-Semitic. What about all the other instances of real historic anti-Semitism? And it causes them to start falling for reactionary, fascist, anti-Semitic ideology. You understand? That's it. Going full yay? Yeah, that's how people that's how people turn full yay.
Zionists run the media. People that support the political ideology of Israel run the media. Any other things that I can help clarify?
Are you familiar with this like very long-standing trope?
Couldn't give a shit about a trope.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. This is unironically the worst way to fucking argue with someone like Candace Owens on this issue. You have to identify moments where she has straight up sincerely been anti-Semitic, okay? And just ask her about those things. Is she talking about the Talmud? Is she talking about like Jews as a monolithic force? These are the moments that you're supposed to identify. If you want to actually tackle anti-Semitism, you have to tackle the anti-Semitism. The moment that you start talking about Israel is a moment where you've lost that argument, because Israel is the way that anti-Semites couch their anti-Semitic theories, with reality. You know how we say like the greatest way to create a conspiracy is to center it around a kernel of truth? The anti-Israel sentiment is the kernel of truth that actually all of the anti-Semitic arguments are packaged around. A lot of these guys don't realize that, and because they think like, oh, you just say something is anti-Semitic and everyone's gonna fucking be like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry for saying this. You're right. It doesn't work that way anymore. It never should have worked that way because, you know, fucking shitting on Israel is absolutely appropriate. It's been an apartheid state for 80 goddamn years. And an apartheid state that actually was allowed to exist because America gave it unlimited support and political cover and unlimited weapons and allowed it to do whatever the fuck it wanted to do. But that's the problem. I believe a lot of the fascistic takeover tactics that Trump and Stephen Miller were planning got completely side-railed by the overwhelming consensus from both the left and the right of general disdain and hate for Israel, in large part due to the genocide they're still committing, but also in part just out and about anti-Semitism. The Trump regime doesn't really know where they go from here. This is just my opinion. Curious on your take? No, absolutely. It's a major fissure, as I said. That, Jeffrey Epstein, which ironically also ties back to Israel in a meaningful way. All of these things actually became major hurdles for the Trump base to consolidate support at a time when they desperately need it. Meanwhile, they're also hemorrhaging the independents that voted for them. There's a lot of buyer's remorse because they've ruined the economy even further instead of actually fixing it. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people fucking hate it.
I really try not to curse, but I just felt like we needed to kill it real quick. You know what I mean? Just get her to move on from it because I really don't care. I'm so tired of these words. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Are you exhausted?
And also this line of argumentation, especially for someone on the right, is so successful. I don't give a shit about you calling me a bigot. That is at the root of right-wing sentiment, right? Like, that is at the heart. That's the entire movement. Like, there are people who voted for Donald Trump because they wanted to fucking say slurs. You know what I mean? Like what makes you think Jews were always going to be in this fucking special status? Like, it's so stupid. Of course they were going to eventually be like, yeah, and the Jews are actually responsible for all of the other gay and woke shit that we have to deal with. Especially because that's like historically at the heart of all fascist and reactionary conspiracy theories. So it's very stupid, and I don't think anyone in the media is like aware of what normal people think. They're just so far removed. They're all highly educated people. They all agree with one another. There are some, for sure. There are some, especially in the lower ranks, like, you know, journalists, people that are constantly by design having to talk to people of different backgrounds and whatnot. Like, they're aware of it. There are people who definitely also are against Israel as well, but they're fucking quiet. They have to be quiet because otherwise you don't really get promoted. And that structure definitely exists. So people that are careerists will either already organically believe these sorts of things, or like organically believe, you know, Israel's awesome and great and whatever, or they just slowly but surely lean into it so that they so they can maintain their career ambitions.
Tired, collectively we're tired. I had to shut it down because I suddenly realized I was homeschooling my toddlers, and I told her as the interview goes on, I was like, look, I have toddlers at home. I can't teach you, you know, basic sentence. I'm teaching my toddlers how to read, and here I am, I'm teaching her how to understand they in a sentence. That's a place. What are we doing? How old is this person? And she says she's the same age as me. And I'm going, you missed first grade?
We're in a business where people comment on.
Anyway, Hasanabi, she ever reached out for a collab? Candace Owens, she blocked me many years ago. I've been anti Candace Owens for many, many years. Anyway, I love you guys. I gotta go. We gotta shoot Firan. But the next time I'm live, I will be live from China. And yeah, very, very, very exciting stuff. Lots of travel. We're going to be all up and down China. And hopefully we'll be able to get there, inshallah, without any troubles. But yeah, that's it. That's it, baby. I believe it's going to be Monday here.
I'm just doing
next time I'm live.
Burn them in the beginning, but
all right.
Why do people think 65, you should not be out? You know, when I get out of the shower and take a look at myself and
This interviewer is just as bad as Adams. Z-Way's a fucking brilliant comedian, chatter. She's putting on a character. That's who he is. Like, do you understand? You're looking at a person engaging in a performance and then comparing them to the genuine thing.
my six packs and the firmness of my body, I'm living the 65 life.
Oh my God.
If you'd like to show your six pack to camera, please. If you could wine and dine the Statue of Liberty on a date, where would you go?
On a picnic somewhere. You know, I like to cook myself. I cook a nice plant-based meal.
Oh,
and then
vegetarian, vegan?
Well, it's just plant-based. It's eating the majority of my meals are plant-based.
Got it.
But I will cook it and show how well I can cook.
And would your haters be your waiters there?
Yes.
Okay. And would you buy the Statue of Liberty drinks?
Yes,
bottle?
I will. Yes, I will.
Would you try to hook up with the Statue of Liberty that night?
I'll do a single malt scotch and a cigar and find out what she likes to drink also.
Got it.
And wait a minute, I'm not trying to hook up with her. She's out hooking up with me.
Oh, this Lady Liberty.
Yes.
Oh, and if you could talk to this camera like it's a shorty from Rockaway,
Yes.
how are you picking them up at the club?
See what happened to you, shorty from Rockaway? You should have hooked up with me and you would have been the first lady of the mayor. You didn't, you know, so you're still on Rockaway, taking that A train, and I'm here at City Hall.
Wow.
Coming up.
If you were to DJ at Mar-a-Lago, what would you play to get everyone moving?
New York, New York.
You play Frank Sinatra?
Yes.
And how does it go? How does it go? Could you give me just one bar?
These small town blues. There's only two type of people. Those who live in New York and those who wish they could. This is New York.
How are you an ally to young, attractive Black women that need jobs?
When I became mayor, Black unemployment rate was 4 times the rates of white. We dropped it by 20%. And not only that, I led by example. First time in history, we have 5.
He's trying to riz her, right? I'm not, like, I feel like he's trying to throw work her way. Like, every response, I can't tell if this is just how he is, even though I have seen him in, like, interviews and stuff. But he straight up is trying to, you know.
Five women deputy mayors. First African American to be a chief of staff, second to be a chief of staff. They go through the list.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, yes. Up in this administration, we had a lot of chocolate.
I must ask, did you appoint Jasmine Ray as the city's first director of sports, wellness, and recreation because she was your ex-shorty?
Because she was good at her job and she did it well. And so if you met someone 10 years ago and you hung out with, and you decide 10 years later you wanted to bring them on because you know how good they're at their job, you should do so. That should not be a disqualifier. I'm pretty sure all of your booze, you didn't abandon them merely because you had a relationship with them once.
I've abandoned every boo, for the record.
Coming up.
Now, Martin Luther King had a dream that we would not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. What do you say to people who think that only white men should be allowed to take bribes?
Well, I don't think anyone should. White men, Black men, Chinese men, German men, I don't think anyone should.
You want to go from party mayor to party doctor and pursue a doctorate. What field do you plan on studying exactly?
I want to do my doctorate in fixing cities.
Oh, that's a doctorate.
Yes, that's the topic that I want to look at.
Would you say that the former mayor going to grad school is like a recession indicator?
No, not at all. I'm a lifetime learner. Right now, I'm being schooled by you.
Oh, speaking of schooling, you are New York's first mayor to be federally charged while in office. You were charged with 5 federal counts of fraud, bribery, and soliciting illegal foreign campaign donations. How many of those counts were due to racism, do you think?
I think I'm the first mayor that had to fight the federal government to defend this city from a $7.2 billion hole in our budget that will impact low-income New Yorkers and had to pay the price for that. And history is going to be kind to me to see the valid effort that I had, not only as a police officer, but also as their mayor.
How many black friends do you have?
I can't keep count. Many.
15?
That was cute, the way he responded. Can't keep count.
20?
500,000.
500,000.
Yes.
All the black people in the city.
And more. We have more than 500,000.
How many do we have exactly?
I don't know the exact number.
Oh, damn it. I wish you did. How many black friends have you ever arrested?
None of my black friends I've arrested.
Do you plan to run for office ever again as a Democrat, Republican, or foreign asset?
Man makes plans and God laughs. I turn on my GPS every morning. My God position is satellite. He drives my life, and he'll determine what I do next.
Amen. You're anointed, really. Are you jealous that George Santos is the president's new favorite criminal?
Whatever his favorite is up to him. I have my favorites.
What does that even mean? You have your favorite criminals? Like, what the fuck?
Coming up.
Now, when you were saying that you were going to clean up the...
He really is just a Michael Scott in real life. That's not a good thing. Oh my God, that's actually so solid. He is. He is.
City, did you mean by getting your aides and close allies indicted?
No. We've cleaned up so many areas. This has been a home run of an administration.
Play ball. And you are the second black man to be elected mayor of New York. What advice do you have for young black kids from the hood who dream of one day becoming mayor and maybe taking a bribe by accident?
Ignore the noise. There are many people
please.
who sit on the sidelines.
He said, take the bribe, ignore the noise.
And they're not happy you're there. Cassius Clay, who later became Muhammad Ali, a woman stopped him when he got out of the ring, one of his fights. And she said to him, Mr. Clay, I never missed any of your fights.
Is he comparing him taking bribes from the Turkish government for some of the most hilarious low-level corruption schemes that he engaged with to being Muhammad Ali? That's why he's my GOAT.
And he said, you must be my greatest fan. And she said, no, I want to be there when someone kills you in the ring. There are a lot of people around you as a young person that are there merely because they don't want to miss you falling. Don't give them the opportunity to see you fall. Never give up. Continue to fight, and you're going to hit some bends in the road. It's not the end of the road. Just make the turn.
That was a little violent for advice for a child, but thank you. In 2010, you unveiled a city campaign called Stop the Sag in hopes of getting young men to stop sagging their pants. How do you picture a criminal in your head? What are they wearing? What slang words do they speak in? What's their race?
Well, think about it. People laughed at me and they called me names when I did that campaign. Are you seeing it now?
Saggy pants?
Are you seeing young men walking around?
Is he? Well, first of all, yes, that's still a thing. But like, is he taking credit for fashion trends changing? I believe he believes that he did that. Okay, this is why I love Eric Adams, because he, in his mind, I think, legitimately thinks he played a role in this. Okay? That's why he's my GOAT.
Showing their underwears. In some cases, wasn't even their underwears. They were showing just about their whole rear. It was wrong. And we became so normalized of dysfunctional behavior with our young men of color. How did we go from the era of my dad when they had on fine wearing suits to the days that we're walking down the block with a jail culture and no one was talking about it? And I said, no, I'm not gonna walk around and act like I don't see this. This is wrong. Stop the sag, pull your damn pants up.
Is this how you pick up girls at the club? Like, this is wild. You sound like my dad.
But they're not sagging anymore.
Yeah, some of them are.
Jail culture, I mean, that's where it comes from, the pants sagging, I think, like as a fashion trend. Isn't it? Saggy pants wasn't jail culture? No, I thought that at its inception, it actually stems from in jail, you're not allowed to have belts. You can't have belts in prison. So people would, have to sag back in the day. And I think it became it became like a fashion statement. It is often claimed the style originated from the United States prison system where belts are sometimes prohibited due to the fear they could be used as a makeshift weapon. And there can be a lack of appropriately sized clothing. As a result, their pants would sag. Another more controversial origin story. I do think it was from that.
You see Billie Eilish? She sags. You like Billie Eilish?
You know as well as I do what it was like.
Billie Eilish dresses like Chingy.
Brothers are now concerned about how they look.
Oh.
You look at them now, they're tailored their clothes, they're stepping up their game. You see even some of our rappers are wearing some fine cut suits. That's what we should look like. Because you know as well as I do, before you eat a meal.
Chingy mention is crazy.
You see the meal. And there's no way you're going to allow someone coming to you that's not looking impressive. You want to look like this and you're going to have somebody walking down the block with you?
Keep referring to my appearance.
Yeah, well, I can't. You took time to dress up to look nice.
Oh my gosh.
You know as well as I do, you appreciate the fact that I'm acknowledging how well you are put together.
Let's change the subject.
Coming up.
Now, you